Let's start. In the afternoon, we talk about a topic about the AWD for Pong part. In that part, we need to finish the attack and the defense in AWD game. Here is the outline of my lecture. First, automatic exploit and defense, and I will show you two demos. Use this platform. And finally show the page theory and practice. For the automatic exploit and defense, first talk about how to build an automatic exploit. First, we need to finish an exploit, and then finish the submit flag function. And in your real computation, you need to replace the token and URL. And then use the sleep update.py to get a flag and submit the flag every seconds. You can change the time in your script, and remember to replace the IP and change the port. Okay, in this platform we have three IP. For team A, the IP, for example, we take the EasyVM as an example. The team A0 has the EasyVM IP 113 and 172. The beginning is the same, and just change this IP. This is 13. And team B, the IP is 11, and team C, the IP is 12. Okay, and for the EZVM, for example, suggest we just finish the EZVM exploit. Okay, now we just copy the EasyVM script. Okay, this one. First, you need to finish the attack script. You need to finish the attack script first. For example, after we okay. Yes, you can patch your service anytime within a round. And after you upload a patch, and the platform will check your patch is okay or not. If your patch is not okay, you need to change the patch. Okay, first we need to check the script is okay or not, and just run the script. Okay, after your debug, you can find we can get the shell. We can get the shell, and you can test. You need to use the VPN first. Okay. Any question? Mhm. We need to launch a VPN to visit the platform. Just use the OpenVPN is okay. And after we launch the VPN, we can visit the game. Okay, the overflow. Okay, and my yeah. my account is team C, so I just use my server to test the script. Okay, just NC IP, and the port is 9999. And you can see we can visit the game. And now we use this script to attack the server. Okay, you can see this one. If we use this command, yes, easy vm overflow.py IP port, and the sys.argv the length will be 4. So then this is debug is false. So it will connect to remote use the p.remote the IP and the port. So we just take the IP and port as the parameters. Just use this command. Okay, to take remote. So just the Python 3 is overflow.py and then plus the IP. IP is 12 and the port is 9999. Okay, and we are we are we are attacking the server. Okay, let me change the script. p.interactive to launch a shell. Okay, now you can get the shell of the server and just kill a flag. And you can find the flag of this server, and you can just submit the flag in this window, and touch this, submit it. But now I want to show you how to automatic to submit the flag. So just find this information here, and you can find the information from this window. Just click here. Okay, and here give us the token and the submit web URL and the API info and the request headers and request body and the response body. We need to combine these informations to finish the submit flag function and check the response using this response body. Okay. How to write the code? I have finished this code just to see this. Okay, just finish this one. In your real computation, you need to change this line. Change this line. We have a submit flag function, and just change this URL. For the URL may be different in your real computation. Also, you can change this URL line and change the token line. Change this token line. Just okay. For example, if we have this URL, okay, just URL equals this real URL, and copy your token. This one is your token. Just copy the token and then replace this token. And the headers, just like the information say. The request header is content type application JSON. Just a header content type application JSON. And then the data we want to submit the flag. Because the flag is bytes, so I just use the decode to convert to string. And token just set the token to be real token. Okay, I print it. You can just see this. Now we have information submit flag.decode, and use the request.post, and just set the URL and the headers. And you remember this one. We need to set the JSON to data, and we can see the response.text and the type of response.text, and check the response body. In this information we find the response body will have the information ID 0000 means this code. If we have this code, means we have successfully submitted this flag. So we just check this information exists or not. It's okay. Okay, now we just test the script. Okay. So after we test the script, we can finally launch a shell. So we send a line. That's one. Wait a minute. Okay, just send this line. I suggest we have a shell and use this one. Hacked by XX. You can change. You can replace it by your lab. For your with your lab and kill flag. And we can receive until the hacked by XXX. Receive until hacked by XXX. And then receive the flag. Receive until the new line. And this is the flag we want to submit. Remember to drop this new line character. Okay, and then call the submit flag to submit the flag with the informations. This is the function. Okay, and finally you can run the code. I will have overwrite the script and then run the code. Okay, you can see we finally got a shell and then send the script and receive the information hacked by XXX and receive the flag. And you can see the information. The JSON data is the the real flag, and token, the team token. And we have the information submit flag. This is the flag, and you can see the response body. The code is ID 000, and message is not message have nothing. And type is str. So we just check the code is okay. Also, you can use the JSON loads, JSON.loads. This one in your Python code, JSON.loads to load the JSON information and check the and use and check the code information is ID 00 or not to check your check your. If we have received the ID 00 means we have successfully submitted flag, and the flag is this one. Okay, and also you can see. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. In this window, we don't see the attack information because we use the script to attack my team's server. The IP is 12. This is my server, my team's server. We need to attack other team's server. So for example, we want to attack the team B. So we just change the IP to 11. You can see just change the team to 11. Okay, and run the script. Okay, successfully submit flag, blah 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 blah. Wait a minute. Okay, you can see the information. Team C0 has successfully attacked the team B0 and the EVM EVM which is 那个 server. Okay, and this is the first two steps. Finish the exploit. this step need you to finish the exploit to get the shell and finish the submit flag function. Just replace the token and the URL if we want to run the script. Okay, and finally we want the turn. Okay, the game turn is 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, and we want to run the script every 10 seconds or 20 seconds. So if you finish if you finish a game, you want to run a script to run the scripts every 20 seconds or 10 seconds, and you can pay your attention to another game. So you need another script. We call the I have written this. I call it sleepip.py. Okay, let me see. Sleepip.py. Okay, this one. So just first of let's see the script. This script will run the command. Okay, this is the timeout crop command. We run this command for at most 50 seconds. If your scripts run more than 15 seconds, the script will kill this process. Will kill this process. You can, if your script is too long and you need more time, you can change this one. For example, 30 seconds or 40 seconds or 100 seconds. Okay, just nearly we just 15 seconds is okay. And we need to traverse the IPs. For example, if this competition have 20 teams, we need to traverse the IPs. This platform in this platform we have three teams, 12, 11, 12, and 13. So we need to traverse the IP from 11 to 13. So just four I in range 11 to 14, and in Python it traverse in Python it traverse 1, 11, 12, and 13. And if we have 20 teams, we need to change this line to for I in range 12, 12 plus 20 plus 1. Okay, just check the IP. Okay, the platform will show you IP. Just check the IP. Okay. Okay, now this line we traverse the IP, and then the port is fixed, just 9999. I use the command python3 easy overflow.py. The IP is different, and the port is fixed. I use the command and change if you want to run the scripts for a turn for every 10 seconds, just change this line every 10 seconds. And if you want to run the script every 20 seconds, just change this line to 20 or 30 seconds. Both are okay because one turn is 5 minutes. This line you can also say this one for 5 seconds or for 5 minutes. Yearly, if I was playing a competition, I just change this line to 10 minutes or 20 minutes. That's okay. So that script finish the every 20 seconds run this command, run this script every 20 minutes. Every time 20 minutes it will run the script and then attack all the IPs in this game. So let's just to test the script sleep.ip.py and it will run it first. And just put the window and the process will run behind. You can pay your attention to another test. Okay, you can see. Let's refresh the website. EVM 61. And you can see we have attack the team A0 and the team B0 for the traverse part, traverse by IP part, and just wait for the next turn because the script will run every 10 seconds. So you can see after in the next turn, after 10 seconds, we can finally see the information we have attacked the team A0 and the team B0. Just wait a minute. Any question for this part? And you can see now it's the next turn, and you can see the script has attacked the team B0 in the next turn. And just wait a minute, wait 5 seconds nearly, because we have attacked the team A0. Every time you need to check the result. If you find something wrong in this turn, you need to check the script. Check the script. You can see we have takes the team B0 either way. Information. Yeah, you can see we have attacked the team A0, B0, the VM info VM. Okay, just run this process, and you can finally finish the automatic exploit for one game. Okay, this is automatic exploit for defense. You can check the in palm part. We didn't have some tools to finish the automatic defense. In GitHub we have a project called this one on Sandbox. This one. You can see this one is this project is too old. It's 2019. Nearly no use. Nearly no use. This sandbox will change the user and run the game. So you want to run the shell and you can not get the shell. But I don't use this one because in Pong game it is easy to check. And the submit flag function, you can change this one in your game URL and token and traverse the IP. Nearly you need to change the IP range. Okay, IP range. Okay, this is the automatic exploit and defense part. And let's come to the demo. Okay, the first demo is EVM called EVM. EVM this game first it will call get rent, and will if you run the game, it will show you the v0. V0 is time zero. It is the seed of this rent. For example, if you run is there VM, okay, it will show you bg connect. This is the seed of the srand function. And then it will generate some rents. We can just change the name. Rents. Okay, and then it will call connect. And in the connect function, if you input some packet, it will use this one. use the read to get your packet, and in this function it finishes some encryption, but you can see this encryption only XOR the range list. So we just copy this code and then just translate the C code to Python is okay. You can see the final code is just like this one. Okay, here, this one. Just copy the code and translate the code from C to Python to bypass the encryption. Okay, like this one. And if you input something, it will do some encryption for your input. And and because it is use XOR, so encryption and decryption is the same. So you can just use the encryption part for the decryption part. I write encryption part, but you can also use this one for the decrypt part because the key is the same and it uses the XOR function to do the encryption. And okay, and finally you can do some debug for this part. Okay, for example, just change the scheme. Send a manage packet test P. Now we input 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 at 9, 10, at 9, 0 to see we can bypass this encryption part or not. And set the breakpoint. This one. In this part, we set the breakpoint. It is 2, 3, 2B. B start order rebase 2, 3, 2B, and then C. And you can see the connect function. And the idea is RDI is the stack pointer, and you can see the RSI. We found the input. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 9, 0. It is the same as our input. So we can now bypass the encryption. Just copy this code and then translate the C code to Python code. It is easy to bypass. Okay, now go to the next part. And here is the core function. Sub to 2200 core function. And in this game, we have two parts. Is the real main. Real main is for the login part, and the VM part is write a virtual machine to run some scripts. In AWD game, okay, in AWD game, we have in a same test, we have different vulnerabilities. For example, in this VM game, this one in this in the VM game, we have three vulnerability, and in the MQDA part, we have two vulnerability. You need to dig out. You need to find more vulnerabilities to attack more servers, and also you need to patch more vulnerabilities to protect your server. Yes, in the same game, we have different vulnerabilities. So let's first see this function real main. In the real main, we have one vulnerability here in the login part, and this is the structure. Okay, this is the structure. You can see in this in this A1 structure in the offset 308 0x, it has a function pointer called puts. So we can and then it will show you this one. Okay, use this line to call the puts. So if we can hijack this function pointer, we can call some other functions such as system or such as system, and you can just hijack this function to put a system and then change this parameter to binsh, and you can finally call system binsh. You can just overwrite this one. Okay, v06 plus 03808 to system, and v6 plus 088 to binsh, and finally you can get a shell. And this is log out, log k, log in. We have log k, and this is log out. Okay, and this is a show function. And then we can see the login part. Login part, we have two mem copy. I have commented this. This line is mem copy name, and this line is mem copy. Mem copy what? Mem copy. Wait a minute. Info, just info, and then copy name and info. We have two parts. So we can just build a script to test this one. Okay, for example, just we have say three parts. Okay, login. We have name, password, UID. Okay, name, password, UID, or name, info, or UID. Let's say password. Then copy name, password, and UID. And we can just this one. After login, we can see the data structure of this user. So just set a breakpoint for the login part to see the structure. 20 at 2. The breakpoint we set to 20 at 2. And then say, and now we have come to the 20 at 2 part. And you can see the RDI is RDI, let me see. RDI is the structure. Which one is the input? Let me see. The parameter 2 is input. RSI is input. And you can see the information. The payload is some A and some B. Some A and this one, this character, and some B, this this character, and some U. Okay, this is our payload. Some A. plus B, this one. And we have this one. This is our payload. We can see in the function. This is the username, this is password, this is the UID. And in this one, login, we have name plus this one plus pass WD plus this one. Okay. And after this function, okay, after the function, we just use ni to finish this function. dd0. Let me see. Oh, no. Just use finish to run this code. Okay, after finish this function, we can use search. Because the A ask code is 0 hex 61, so we can use search.p, -p 0 1 61 to search the address of the at A. And now we can finally find in this address we have the informations which we have inputted. This is the length of the lamp we have at A, and you can find it in this part. And you can find the length of the password, and we can find the several B, and you can find that this one is the put function. Okay, put function. Here is the put function. You can double click this. This one puts it PTR here. This is a put function. So here is the structure. The structure of this just like this. Okay, structure heap. We have lamb int lamb size char lamb nearly this one, and int password size char password, and here is the function pointer, which is the puts. Okay, here is the structure of this heap. And now we want to see, do we have any chance to change this, or leak the put address and then change the put address to system. And finally, we can use our this part. Finally, use this function, use this sentence, change this 308. Let me see, we can use this one. String structure. Let me find. Okay, let me find the. Wait a minute. Later, I will show you how to change the structure. Okay, we can use IDA to build a structure, and you can see the info more clearly, more clear. Okay, so the vulnerability is here. We have two mem copy. We have two mem copy, and you can see the mem copy passed part. The lame part has no vulnerability. Just mem copy the address and the input and the length. The length is it use strchar, this character. And but the memory copy length for the passwd is use the password end minus password begin. But the password end is defined by what? By the v11, by the this one, by the what? By this character. So we can build the exploit like this one. A melt plus b melt 181 and plus the payload and then plus this one. And finally, you can find this is the overflow because it will use the password end. Is here, like this, to minus this index. And you can see the length is larger than 180. So we have an overflow here, overflow here, overflow here. So later we'll talk about the page. So first we write. So for this payload, first we set the passwd to 100 and this one, and you can find it in the memory. In memory, okay, in memory. The memory become b plus b mount 118 and plus puts function addr, just like this. Okay, and you can see we have several b, and then plus the puts function. So when we call the show, use the branch2, okay, branch2. This is the puts function pointer, and this is the data, the address of passwd. So it will show the passwd, show the b, and then show the puts function addr, and then finally show the whole information. So we can use this one to leak. Use branch2, okay, branch2 to leak the puts func address. But in this program, we have some encryption for this part. In what part? Okay. In this part, it has some encode for this one, just like this. So we need to brute force four bytes, nearly 4 bytes. This part, encrypt 2. We need to just brute 4 bytes. Okay. So wait to leak the after brute force, we can finally find the find the show func addr after brute force, and then we can calculate the EOF base just minus the offset one at A0, and then we can use the overflow. We can use the overflow. Okay, overflow. Use the overflow vulnerability. Vulnerability. we need to overwrite the puts ADDR to what? To system ADD, system PLT, system PLT. That's our address. We have system. Yeah, we have system. Just overwrite this ADR to 1060. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Login. Okay, we finally use login to overwrite the function ADDR. And we finish the leak part. Okay, we have finished the leak part. After login, okay, just after login, we need to set up breakpoint to the login function. This one. What's the problem? Okay, we need to run this. Yeah, okay. And after this login function, you can find the function pointer has been overwritten to system at PLT. And finally, you can call the system and just send this information to BSH. This is the passwd part. So the final payload you can find we have BSH and set the system BLT to the next. And finally, we'll call the system PLT BSH, and you can finally go to the shell. Okay, this is the exploit one for this part, for the EasyVM. Just take relax. We will start the class here. Continue. Okay. Any question? Okay. Any question? And later we will show you the VM part quickly, and then come to the patch part. Patch part is important for AWT computation. Okay, let's start. Um, for some complex structure in IWD competition, we nearly will catch a problem like this one. We have a complex structure and how to build the structure. For example, after our analysis of code, we found the structure is like this one. Okay, we have a it's like a structure. We have a heap structure like this one. We have a lim size, lim, password size, password, and put function pointer puts, and the UID char UID at. When you will add that, we can use this one. Okay, structure, and we use the shift. In the logo version, we use shift F9. Lower version. My IDA is IDA 9, so just use shift F1, and you can after shift F1, you can see the structures, and now we can create a type. Just choose the structure. For example, we have heap 2. Okay, heap 2, and you can use the D shortcut key to change the length of the data. Change the length of data. For example, we have int lim size, so we can use D to change the size to 4 bytes. It's int. Just change this one to lim size. And for the you can see we can only have 1, 2 bytes, 4 bytes, and 8 bytes. But now we have an array, the char name 180. So just use this one, find the char, and then use the array, and then then change the array size 180 hexadecimal, and find this one to change this one to lame, and click this one. Okay, click the end of the structure and use D, and change the data, change the type to int, and then we have the var size plus wd size, and then use array to change the data to array. We have pass wd, and then we have a function pointer. Okay, and we finally have a UID. Okay, UID. This is the structure build for in IDA, and then you can finally use what mouse right click and convert to struct, and choose the structure you build. If two, choose OK, and you can see we have a v6 function pointer and pass WD. So we just set the function pointer to system, and set the pass WD to what to BSH. If the v5 equals VID, so we can call the function just the same system BSH. This is the structure use. Okay, this is the first vulnerability, and how to patch this vulnerability. Because patch part for vulnerability one. So we say the vulnerability is caused by it use the password end minus password begin. So we want to change the the password end is not right because it use this one. Okay, no, this one. It will need the check. We see before this line we have a check. The V15 equals V7 minus V10. The V7 is the string length of this whole payload payload. The V7 is whole payload, and the V10 is V8 minus V5. The V10 is the pass WD begin, and the V7 is the length of payload. Length of payload. So we need to check this length of payload. V11. We can also change this one. Okay, change this line. Change the data. 18B. Change 18B. The what? Let me see. 18B. Okay. Change this one. 18B. Because the payload is too long. If the program is right, the pass WD is 180, so we can only change 180 bytes. So just change this line, and you can use the key page, or just change the commands, change the instruction. You can see first you need to use this setting. Okay, option general. Generally, when you use IDA, we don't have the comments. You can use the option general. Number of OP code bytes, long ref. To this one, you can use 10 or use 20. Both are okay. You can or just use 8. And you can see the information of this instruction. It means the CMPR14D18B. This instruction's bytes is 41 at 1 FE at B at 0100. So for example, if we want to change this 1 at B to what? To 118, so we just change this one. This is a little endian 100 at B, little endian 100 at B. So we just change the at B to what? At B to at 0. Okay. And after change, you can use F5 to see the info, to see the code. If V4 minus password begin is larger than 118, and the program will show you package wrong. And after change this data, you can use edit page program, apply pages to import file. Also, you can check the quick backup. It will give you another binary, either VM BAK. Just press OK. I have BAKs. Okay, here is pound WP reference pound WP attach the VM attachment is VM. Okay, and after page, you need to check this page is right or not. So delete this EasyVM and then copy the new EasyVM, and you can run the code. And the information is EasyVM is not marked as executable, so we need to grant the execute permission to the binary. Just chmod plus x EasyVM. Okay, grant the X permission. Okay, you can see the packet is wrong login error, so we cannot log in or log in anymore. So just we have patch this game. And in your what in your competition, you need to log in the remote server. How to log in the remote server? You can find this one. Download the information, and you can find the security URL. This is your remote server public key. Okay, remote server public key. Defense remote. Let me copy the public. The URL is URL this one. Let me copy the URL and just use your browser to visit this URL, and you can download the perm. Okay, download the perm. This is the RSA key. RSA key. Okay, copy the perm. Okay, and use the SSH. My team is team C. My team C, and just SSH dash H to see the help information. SSH dash P 22 and CTF. In this information, you can find your name is CTF and the IP is 172.22.6112 and SSH 34 CTF at IP is this one and identifier dash I identifier this one. And it will show you the information permissions 0 success 4 for the perm are to open. You can search for the information. This arrow means what means permission are to open. So you need to change the RSA private key to permission what permission. Let me see. Permission 600. You just use this one. Okay. Search mode 600 the private key and use this command. Okay, now you can finally log in to the remote server, and your binary is here in the VM. You can see the owner is the root, and the eh, owner is root, and you can use this EasyVM. Oh no! Now we want to patch the EasyVM. Just copy this code and relimit EasyVM patch 1. Okay, we can just use SCP. Okay. And find the IP of our server. Find the IP, and you can see we don't end the script. You can see every 5 minutes we will attack the EasyVM part. We want to upload, so just change the binary to here. I use dash I. We need to dash I change the location of dash I. Okay, just wait some minutes. Okay, now we have uploaded the UVM page one, and you can see in here we have find the UVM page one. But remember, we need to first check the permissions of the UVM, and also we need to BAK. Okay, backup the binary, and then you can now you can search mode 7 7 how 775. Okay, 775 EVM page one, and then CP is page one EVM, and use the SLS -L to see. Okay, to see the information, and you can see now the EVM has been patched by this one. And finally, you can use the script to check the patch is right or not. Okay, just paste 3 or VM overflow.py and this IP and 9999. This is our server. Okay, our server. And you can see the remote server will show you login error and some in login error, and you cannot get the shell. So means you cannot. Your server has been patched. Okay, this is the full patch process of a remote server. But remember, this platform has a checker. If you patch too many parts, the checker will notice that your patch is error. Your patch is error. You need to find this one. But now we have patched it, and it doesn't show my patch is error. I have some error, so it doesn't matter. This is the full patch. Okay, full patch. So for the full patch part, just patch the 18B, okay, to 118, and choose this one, okay, and here is the instruction. I will log this one. Before it is the 18B, and we just change this one to 180, and then use edit patch program. Edit patch program, apply patches to input file. That's window, okay. Apply patches to input file, and then log in and upload the page. The login information, okay, login information. Use the download information from download information from platform. Here, download information, and you can see the secret key and the name and the IP. IP name and private key. Okay, and then pay attention to the permission. Okay, permission of your binary. Finally, patch it. Any question for this part? This is a full-page part for the vulnerability one. In this class, I just show you one page, okay, one page, and later we'll talk about the page theory of how to patch a vulnerability binary, vulnerable binary. Okay, no question. We will come to the next part. This is a page part for the vulnerability one. For this problem, okay, let's back to the program. We have finished the log real main part, the login and the log errand show part, but we have not seen the VM part. If you patch the vulnerability one, other attackers will also use another vulnerabilities to attack your server. So if you have patched this binary and you find your server also being attacked, is attacked. It means sometimes it means your binary has other vulnerabilities. Okay, and for the VM part, it will catalog and then use this one and this one. And we have the VM part. For the VM part, we have several cases. And for the vulnerability, I just give you the vulnerability. This one, case 2, and this one, case 21. And case 21 means jump instruction. And this VM is what is a x86 virtual machine. It will receive code like this one. Okay, like let me see. Let me see. Okay, backdoor. Okay, just use the backdoor. It will receive code like this one. Okay, move ex and jump ex is it is the 86 virtual machine. You can see the information from. Let me see. Don't have. Later. Okay, later. I will show you some linear memory. Okay, the memory. And we have a backdoor here for the case 80 case what 6666. It will just call the system BSH. We have a backdoor here, but what? But we don't have permission to input case 6666. It will check first. Okay, in this one called analyze, it will check the instruction you input. We cannot input just directly input the 6666 branch. So how to come to this branch? We can use the jump part. And this is VM part. Okay, for the payload 2. Okay, payload 2. Generally, if we have a VM, it will run like this one. Switch VM IP VM IP PC case 1 case 2 case 1 break case 2 break and case blah 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 blah. For example, in the VM part, we have case 21 and jump instruction call. Okay, and blah 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 blah. And for the jump instruction call, it will just what change the PC to what? PC to the data you give, okay, data give, parameter, okay, parameter. For example, jump parameter, okay. So if we enter some instruction like this, move ex of what data, and then use jump ex, and you can finally find what find the you can jump you can jump any you can jump everywhere you want to jump. And what is the variability of this part? The PC, okay, the PC must be a positive, okay, positive value. It means we must more than zero, okay, more than zero. Or let's see the EasyVM part, and you can see the switch I. I is what? I is the INT part. We need to see the index. Index. Where is the index? Here one. Here. This is the vm.pc part and the plus format v6. V6. You can see the v6 is int. Int means what? Int means this v6 can be a negative. Okay, can be a negative. Can be a negative. So we can just change the v6 to a negative. So we can jump to the data. Okay, jump to the data. So we know when case 66 success, we have a backdoor system BSH. So we have a exploit idea like this one. Okay, first use jump instruction to change the v6 to a negative. Okay, a negative value, and then let VM IP PC to be what? To be 666. And then use what? We can then jump to the what? Jump to the backdoor. So this is the payload 2 backdoor part. Okay, let me show you how to write this one. So we need to write a 666 here. So we just use login. Okay, we use login. Use the UID part. Just set value to 666, and then use jump ex to run the code. Let's debug this. Debug it to see the idea. Okay. And we want to set breakpoint here. Use the jump. Okay. This is jump. Wait. Okay, we need to wait. I is here. Okay. V3. Okay, V3. We want to see the V3. Okay, V3. We have two instruction. Okay, two instruction. Okay, we need to find this place. Okay. To the 6 CD to 6 CD. Move RSI plus RDX mount 4. RDX mount 4. This one. Okay. This one. 6 CD. Okay, 6 CD. We have 7. Okay, this one. B0 dollar base. Okay, dollar base. U06 CD. Okay, you can see we have move ECX, EDX. ECX is 0 means the PC, okay, PC. The PC is 0 now. PC is 0 now. You can see move ESI. ESI, RDSI plus RDX smartphone, and you can see the ESI is 12. Is 2 means it will come to the case 2. And you can see the case 2 is move, okay, move. Because we have two instruction here. We have a move instruction and then jump instruction. So the first instruction we jump to the move part. So you can see the case 2 is the move part. And then we want to see the next instruction because we want to, okay, ESX. Okay. Wait a minute. Here, this one. CD. Oh, okay. Not this breakpoint. Here, okay, here. This one, okay, here. This one, okay, this one. This one, okay. This one is a jump, okay. Jump. RD R7 R13 and RDI Mod 4. RDX. And you can see this line is 679. We can use the map to see the code. The address is 79 and the code is and you can see the distance is 2790, 2790, 2790. And you can see we now come to the move instruction. Okay, move instruction. So it means we have we are now running the move instruction. And you can see the data, okay. It will move default PTR R6 EX. And you can see the EX is FFF9B at 4. Means it is a negative what? Negative value. You can use the Python code to see this code. We have this one, and you can use this one. This code to see the data, okay, to see the data. FF9B at 4, you can see the data is X4. FF9B at 4, okay. So this is the move function, move instruction. Just say, and it will jump to this one, 2933, okay, 2933, 2933. And you can see here, we come to here, this one, okay, case 23. So the case 23 is the jump, okay, 23 is the jump. And you can see the case 23 will change the IP, okay, change the IP to V7 minus 1. And now we want to see the V7, okay, V7. And you can see the EX is this one, okay, FF9B at 3. And remember the RBX plus what? Plus 40 is the IP, okay, the IP. And you can see now it will this one, RBX plus MIT and R6. You can see the R6 is the index we input, and you can see the okay this line, this instruction move ESI RSI plus smart R6 plus 4 and auto plus 4. RSI means the PC, okay, VMPC. This one VMIP. And the PC is the R6 means the index. R6 means the index. So now we want to find the what? Find the 666. This one 666 written by us. Okay, written by us. 6-6-p one number. Okay, you can find here. Okay, here. Okay, you can find the 666 here. Okay, here. 5A. Okay, see, find it here. Okay, find it here. This is the address of 666. And you can see this is the address of the RSI is the address. Okay, the RSI is the address of the PC. So we can use the distance to calculate the offset of 666. It is 19140. Okay, 19140. And for the index calculation, okay, for the index calculation, the instruction is move ESI, RSI plus R6 mod 4 plus 4. So the offset will mount 4. So for the calculation, we need to DIY 4. Okay, DIY 4. So you can find the index is 647C. Okay, so how do we find the index is 647C? Okay, just find the 666 data we input and find the PC part and calculate the distance and then mount the DIV4. Then we can finally find the 7647C. Okay, 7C. So you can finally find the index. Okay, and just NI to see. Eh? Okay. I remember. We have what? We have changed this packet. Okay, change the packet. This one. Change this binary. Okay, change this binary. Okay, you can see we can get the shell. Okay, and finally see the part. Let's debug. And this is okay. After this one, we will find the ESI is what is and it will CMP ESI. We find the ESI is 6666 and CMP ESI, and then we will invent the backdoor on the page and system BSH, and finally call the system BSH, and finally got the shell. So this is parallel 2. payload 2. Just change the PC. Okay. First, write a 666 using login. And then use jump instruction to change the v6 to a negative value. After debug, okay, we can find the value is remember how to debug this one, okay? Find the PC part and find the 666 you write, okay? So you write and calculate the index, okay? I will this one. Use the distance, okay? Distance heap LDR and the WMIP, okay, WMIP. And now let the WMIP to 66 and jump to the back door. This is the payload 2 for the VM EasyVM, and we have also a payload 3 for the EasyVM. We call this calculate. And after the two payloads, you can see this game is about a virtual machine, and the virtual machine have several instructions. Later we will talk about the page. Okay, later. Over calculate. Just see you this one. Let you see the. Okay. So because with the move instruction, okay, didn't check the what? Check the range. Check the range. Okay. No check for range. Okay, no check for range. Because move instruction don't have check for the range, so we can do what? Do the arbitrary write. Do the arbitrary write or arbitrary write and arbitrary read for by using the move instruction. So the idea of this payload is okay, use move. So login first. Okay, login first. And use move. Use move to get the user function pointer address. Okay, function pointer. And then use sub or add to calculate the backdoor's address. And then use move to write the user function address. And use show, okay, use show to trigger backdoor. This is the idea of this payload. Because the move doesn't have check for the range, so we can use the move to get the data for the user from the user structure, and then use sub or here we use sub to calculate the backdoor's address, and then finally overwrite the function show function, and then use show to trigger the backdoor. You can see this one, okay. We have the backdoor 106. Oh, this is the system, okay. We enter a BSH system address. This one 160 1060, okay. change this one to change this pointer to say what to system address, and move ex the offset. We use this instruction, okay, move ex for offset, negative offset, and move sub ex. This is the system minus, or this one, puts minus system, and move 5 minus offset ex. And also you can see the distance. We have debug. Okay, distance is this one, 100 and 122, 22. And you can just see this one. Okay. This is calculate. Okay, calculate .py. And after jump RDX, we come to move instruction. Move instruction. And you can see the EX is 5 at 0. This is 1 at 0. 1 at 0. This is a post address. And then we use sub. After jump, we use sub. R6 is data address. And then after sub, you can see this is the logger 4 bytes for system BIT. And then use after jump, come to the move. And you see the R6 is the post function address. After this one, it will become, after this instruction, it will become the system address. And then when we use what? When we call the show username, it will finally got a shell. Okay, and we finally got a shell. So this is the whole payload of EasyVM. Eh? Oh, you can see the EVM is crashed. Okay, crashed. So it means the first page has some error. Okay, has some error. This is the whole payload of whole exploit of EasyVM. And if you want to refer, you refer to the what? Refer to the official page. You can. I later I will upload the page the version to you. We have a page 1 and page 3 and page 2 and page 3. Okay, this is the whole lecture of EasyVM. Any question? We have three payloads. Okay, three payload or three vulnerabilities. One is overflow. Second is backdoor. How to run to the backdoor. Third is how to calculate and then jump to the backdoor. This is the whole lecture of EasyVM. And next we will we'll come to the second demo. The second demo is harder. Okay, harder. MQDA. If you are in a competition, you find your what remote server is crashed. You need to change the what? Change the page. It means your page has something wrong. I remember the page, the official page is change this part. Okay, change what part? Change the length part. Okay, this one. Change the parameter. Okay, change the parameter. If you don't have any question, we will start later. Okay, start later. This one. Just take a relax for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Start. The platform's login accounts has have sent to your emails. You can practice after the class. The practice time is this one, okay? You can check your email for the login account. You can practice the demos after class. And for the second demo, okay, it's called MQDA. This MQDA, let me come back to the slides. Come back to the slides. MQDA has it writes a 4-level table, page table, and it have a VM. Use malloc. Every heap has SQL information, SQL information. And for this program, it has a backdoor. Okay, backdoor. You can debug this. Just show the backdoor. MDQA. After class, you can use the account to test the scripts. Test the scripts. I give MQDA. Okay, MQDA. Okay, here. In reverse, you can find in this function. For main, the main will call the sub 187.1.70, and will let you to input the caller address and the caller length and the code, and then it will check and it will use some function to get the code, and finally run the code. Here we have VM run, and you can see. This is the VM structure code. It uses the switch case part. Switch case here. Switch the VM IPPC and case 0, case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a also a VM problem, virtual machine problem. And let's start from the here. In this function, you can see this function is different. It will call sub 10B0, and it will use a jump instruction, jump to nowhere. We don't know how, we don't know the address. So just debug to see the code. Debug to see the code. And now we will jump this one. 10B0. Okay, 10B0. The 10B0 will jump to the 6595. Okay, so 9595. And you can see it will push RDI, move RDI data, and then CMP RDI. CMP RDI. And RDI, you can see the data is 33 at 92321. And if the RDI is equals to 33892321, and it will jump to the back door. You can see the door is file syscall exe7e psh. So this is the easy access backdoor for the payload one. Just send the magical code 33892321. So this is the payload one. Easy access backdoor in function. Okay, this is the payload one. And for the payload two, you can debug to see the magic code. Okay, magic code to access the backdoor. For the payload two, this program writes a four-level page for four-level page tables. What is the four-level page tables? For example, if we want to visit the data of an address 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. So how to read the data? It has a four-level page table. For example, it will check this one. It will check the first byte. First byte is 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1. This one. This slide has some error. 1, 2. And let me see. Yeah, I saw something error. This one. 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Let me see. 0, 1, 2. Three-level page. Okay, three-level page. Three-level page. Three-level page. Level one, it has a page. It has a page. Has a page. The page size is this 600 hexadecimal. Page size. Like, okay, you can later we will debug to see the data. And if we visit 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, it will be divided into 4 bytes. Okay, 4 bytes. 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4. So just we visit this one. 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. Okay, 0, 5. Nearly three level page. Okay, three level page. For the 0, 2, level 1, we have a page, and the page has nearly 100 elements, and it will find the address is 0, 2, so it will look to 0, 1, 2 page, and it means the level 2 page at in this position it will store the level 2 page position. And I call it address 22 means the level 2 page, the second level 2 page, and it finds the address of level 2 second page, and then it will jump to the address. And finally, the second byte is 03. So it will look to the 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and find the level 3 third page, level 3 third page, and then jump to the level 3 third page, and find the third bytes is 04. So 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Find the level 4 fourth page, level 4 fourth page. So you finally find the level 4 fourth page and find the index of 5. Find the index of 5, and then finally find the data. So this is a 4-level page table of this function, of this problem. So MQDA in this which function is the 4-level page? The get heap, the 130, 1370 finish a 4-level page. 4-level page what? For 4-level page address table. Okay, 4-level page table. This is the get heap. It will check the level 1 page exists or not. If not exists, it will use malloc to alloc a page to and realize it as a 01 realize it see it as level 1 page, and then it will check the level 2 page exists or not and use malloc, and also see the level 3 page exists or not and then use malloc. And finally, it will use malloc 104 to malloc the data, the 4-level page, the 4-level page to store the data. So for in this figure, the level 4 page, the size is 104, and level 1, 2, 3, the page size is 800. 800, okay, 800. This is malloc, okay, malloc. Get a heap, and malloc. And what is the vulnerability of this program? The vulnerability is the get heap. Okay, the get heap function. We say it use what? The get heap function use malloc to get a heap. Don't clear. Okay, don't clear. Clear the information is as usual. Okay, as usual. Don't clear the information left. Okay, left. So it means what? For example, we have a level 1 page. Okay, level 1 page. We have this one. Okay, ADDR 10, ADDR 11, ADDR 12, ADDR 13. So we see the level 1 page has 100 elements, nearly 100 elements. But if we only use ADDR 10 and after free, okay, so just this is a P, okay, for free, we free P, then malloc this one. It means in this function, the ADDR 10 maybe it will become user set address, okay. But the ADDR 11, because we have several bins, unsorted bin, TKH bin, faster bin, large bin, okay. Because we have several bins, it will nearly come to what? Come to main arena about address. Because it use malloc, okay, use malloc. After malloc, the information will not be cleared. So it may contain some about heap come from heap. Okay, the address come from heap. So when we what when we visit when we wait the 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, it will look for the level 1 page. So it will come to ADDR10. But when we visit 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, it will visit level 1 page. It will come to the address about main arena. Okay, main arena about address. So this is the vulnerability of this test. It has some left information, so you can use this information to do arbitrary read and arbitrary write. Okay, this is the information. This is the vulnerability of this part. So how to patch this vulnerability? Just what? Just change the malloc. Okay, just change the malloc in GitHub. Change the malloc to what? Change malloc to calloc. Change to calloc is okay. So now we can come to the exploit of memqda. The exploit is complex. The exploit is somewhat complex. Complex. We just see this game. Okay, see this game. We set a breakpoint in sub and add. We in this exploit we build a what? We build a this one. Okay, level 3. In the level 3 page, we build a ADDR30, ADDR31, ADDR32, ADDR33, ADDR34. We build a what? ADDR34 equals R. So it means we can overwrite the R data to overwrite the level 3 data to accomplish the arbitrary write. Just come to this part. Come to the add and sub part. So first, idea of this exploit. Idea. It's hard to talk about idea. Use left information to leak left and a heap, and use left information to build a chain to finish arbitrary read and write. And then leak Leipzig dot symbols in environment to leak stack address. Write return address to pop RDI 加边 plus BSH plus system. This is the full chain of exploit. Let's see. Just see this one. It's not so hard to debug, but it's hard to write. Hard to write. Oh, okay. We set a breakpoint in add and sub because in our exploit we have several move, so many move. We need to use add and sub. Okay, we set a breakpoint at add and sub. For the first sub, you can see we find the some say about address and then minus the register. The sub RR means register, sub register use by register, and we sub 3 register to 5 register. How to see this one? Just use this command to see the data, and you can see this is the address we leak. Address we leak. Share 7FFF7E1S300 and minus this one. This is the main arena, nearly main arena plus. This address is main arena plus 1664. Later, I want to change this in way. Okay, you can see the address is main arena plus 1664. Because in GLab C dot 2.7 2.35 we don't have malloc hook and a free hook and malloc hook. So minus 1664 and then minus 1E0 to find the IO21 STD in, and then we can find the Leipzig base. So link the Leipzig and then minus the offset, we can find the register 3. Okay, 3 becomes the Leipzig base. And for the next sub, we find the heap base. Okay, heap base. This is the heap we leak. Okay, so see the heap we leak after sub. Okay, after sub, you can find the late. Wait. After sub, we find the what? Find the heap base. Find the heap base. Find the heap base. And then we find the heap base. And then we want to build a chain, while chain, what? Build the arbitrary right chain. Use this one. Use the 430CC to build the right chain. And how to see this chain? and use RDI. RDI in the first address of RDI, you can find the level 1 table. And the level 1 table has a 0 address. This is level 2 table. And in the level 2 table, we have 2 address. This is LDR 20, LDR 21. And we can set a breakpoint to to the get table, get heap, okay. Be rebase 13070, and we want to see, okay, the second parameter is address of get heap. We want to find a complex get heap. I want to find a complex get heap. RSI is complex. Okay, this one is complex. We have RSI is 23000, and 23000 we have 4 bytes. The first byte is 00, second byte is 02, and third byte is 30, and fourth byte is 00. And how to find the data of this address? You can use this one. Because the first byte is 00, and this is the level 1 table address. And the first byte is 00, so it will look to the first element of 0 table. And the second byte is 02, and you can see the 02 has no information, So you will, after this finish function, you will see, okay, this address will allocate a new page, new page. Later, okay, later. Find a complex one. Okay, this one. 2, 3, 1, okay. And for the next time, there's the 02 page, okay, 02, there's a level 2 page. 012, and the second, the 2 page, the level 2 page has the data, so it will look to this one. And 31, okay, 31. It will look to the 31 plus 8. You can see the 30 page has the data, but the 31 page doesn't have data, so it will allocate a page. So you can see after from this function call, it will allocate a page, and then finally get the data. Okay, let's find the data. The true address is complete, but don't have data. Okay, repeat the debug part. df38. In where we have find. Okay, in where we have find. This one. First byte is 0, 0. Second byte is 0, 4. Third byte is 0, 3. And the next fourth byte is 2C. Okay, 2C. So 0, 0. The first byte is 0, 0. It will look to the level 0 page, level 1, 0 page. And the next byte is 0, 4. So it will look to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look to this page. And then 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. This page. And finally, we'll look to the 2C, just the plus 2C. Remember the level 4 page, we say the level 4 page will become the level 4 page size is 104. This one, 104. And you can see this page size is 800. So this is the fake page. We just fake the page to do the arbitrary write and arbitrary write. Okay, you can find this is this one. You can find this address, this level 3 page. The level 3 page address and the level 4 page address is the same. So we use this chain to do the arbitrary write and read and write. We write an address here and then use the address access to link the arbitrary address. Or what do I mean? This one. For the level 3 page, we have ADDR 30, ADDR 31, ADDR 32, level 3 page. Suggest this is P. Okay, we just write the P. Okay, we use write instruction to set this value, to write a value, and use read instruction to read what? To read the address of value. This is what? This is arbitrary read. We can also use W instruction again to write the ADDR value. This is arbitrary write. So we can use the chain to finish the arbitrary write and arbitrary read. For example, if we want to, if the prefix is 0, 0, 0, 2, and we can find the level 3 page P to the level 3 page P. So we can write what? Level 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 0 and 20. For the four tail, and after the four level page, the 0, 0, 0, 2 will find the level 3 page, and the 0, 3 will find the 0, 1, 2, 3, find the P page, and write a 20. Write 20 will write the data to this part, and we can write the value. And next we can write or read, use read 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 4, 0, 0. And you will find 0, 0, 2, find the level 3 page P, and then 0, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Find the value, page value, page value address, and use the row to read the data of value address. This is arbitrary read. And we can use write 0, 0, 0, this one to write the value address. This is arbitrary right. This is the idea of uh, this demo. So you can see the payload is complex. First, link the heap and left side heap, and build a chain, to prepare the arbitrary write and read, and then write the target address to use the arbitrary read to link the left side environment, finding the stack address, and then find the return address, and then write the pop RDI, BSH, and C system, and then finally call system BSH. Okay, and we can debug for this part. And first we'll find you can see this is the very left base. Seven C 00 7 C 000 7C000. You can find this is the lab space we have calculate. And then it will calculate the heap base. You can find the heap base. 5A000. This is the heap base. 5A000. Okay, and next this is wait, this one. This is the environment -4. Okay, environment -4. Because it's the environment address, it will store the stack address. This is df38. And you can see after the calculation, it will store in this place. df38, we have linked the environment to link the stack address. And later we will minus the offset to find the return address. The return address is here. DE18 here. This is return address, DE18. And then use DE18 to write the system BSH. We have write RET, pop RDI, use arbitrary write, pop RDI. And this is BSH address. And then finally run write a system. Okay, system address. And we can finally be system or just be exit part. Exit part I remember is here, terminated. Here. Okay. And finally we'll call, will jump here and then call pop RET. And finally come to the RLP chain, we write pop RDI and then jump to the system. And you can see the parameter is BSH address and finally go to shell. This is the payload of MDQA. Remember the MQDA? Okay, remember the 4-level page table, and a virtual machine. Okay, this is the whole info about the second demo or two demo. And we have a final part. And you can debug the exploit after the class. Just in this problem, you need to debug the 4-level page tables, page tables to find the address to see the exploit. Okay, and for the final part, we call the page theory. In page theory, we have four methods to do a page. The first method is called change data. Change data, I have showed this method, change data. For example, in this page, in the first page for the manipulator 1, we change the 1 at B to 1 at 0. We call this one is change data. For example, we know Stack Overflow zero buff 100, but the char buff is 80. We need to change the data from 100 to 18. So we call this method is change data. And we have 4 methods. The second is add segments. Add segments, we put it to the final part. It's hard to talk. We don't have so many time. This one is important. We call it a compress instruction. If you want to add some instructions, we have two methods. One is add segments. The second is compress instruction. For the add segments, we need to choose a segment to store some instruction. Generally, we choose what? We choose this. Generally, we choose. Generally, we choose this view segments. Generally, we choose each frame and each frame header. We need to choose a segment to store some instruction. We need the segment have two condition. Okay, two condition. It has the segment has execute permission. Second, change the segment data doesn't influence the program. So generally we choose each frame or each frame header. There's two segments, each frame header. So how to jump to this code? We can use this one. For example, we find this call sub 10B0 has we need to this one on general to show the bytes of instruction. For example, when we want to patch that function, sub 1OB0, 1OB0. Sub 1B0, call sub 1B0. And we find the instruction is E8, C2, FF, F7, FF, FF. And the call instruction combines two parts. It has two bytes. The one call instruction has two 5 bytes, and one byte E8, and plus 4 bytes offset. The 4 byte offset means what? The 4 bytes offset means the next instruction address. The target minus next instruction address. So what does it mean? For example, this demo, the target is in the demo. The target is one OB0. The next instruction address is this one plus 5. Okay, because the length of call instruction is 5. Okay, the length of call instruction is 5. So the offset is target minus next instruction address. Okay, you can use Python to calculate this. What the hell? And you can find it's a negative value. We need to use this one. Just add 0 FFFFFF to let it become to an unsigned value. And you can find the value is C2 F7 FFFF. And you can find this command, this instruction is E8 C2 F7 FFFF. Okay, this is the structure of the call instruction. So what does it mean? For example, if we want to patch this call, so we just choose an address. We want to migrate. We want to migrate. For example, we want to choose the 13160. Okay, 3160, and we can use the patch.py. Patch.py. Hmm? Where is my patch.py? Just calculate. I will upload after class. Okay, just calculate patch.py. Just calculate it. Hex minus the okay 1 1872. So the instruction we will change to 8872180000. Remember the big little endian, and back to the Which part? Okay, edit page program, change byte, and then change it to that's 5 bytes. And you can find the instruction will become call nearly PTR Ank 3160. Okay, and then you can add some instructions such as pop RDI. Add some instructions for pop RDI. Okay, pop RDI. 5F. Okay, 5F. Or push RDI, like 5.7. Okay, 5.7. Okay, you can add some instructions here. For example, you want to check the size or change the parameters or other instructions you want to add to patch the program. And then finally, you want to come back to what? Come back to the part. So because we use core, The core means what? The core means it will. And we want to repeat the core part because we have a core 10B 10B0. So the target is 10B0, 10B0 minus the address is 13 plus 5. We need to end XFFF. Okay. So the instruction is E8 49 DF FF. Patch program change byte, and you can call sub 10B0 and then use RET to jump back to the C3. Okay, C3. Use C3 to jump back to the part. So this is your page. You can see in this place it will cause 3160, and in the function you can in this address you can add the instructions for page. For example, we can change the print file the to this one to the buff. This is add segment the add segment. Just choose the uh, address in each frame or in each frame header. Change the core or jump instruction to the target to the address chosen, and then enter the instructions in the address. Remember, use the RET instruction to jump back. If you use call, use the RET, use jump back. You can refer to the page.py. And you can use the tools. Tools means key page. You can install this key page. Use this one, okay? Key page. Key page can what? Can this one? Just write the instructions. I use the SM to write the instruction. And after key page, you can use Control Alt K to just write directly write the instructions you want to page. Use this tools. Okay, this is a segment. We have also another series called compress instruction. For compress instruction, what is compress instruction? We want to use less instruction, or we want to what? Less length instruction. What is less length instruction? What is less instruction? For example, we come to the main. What is less instruction? For example, I want to find an example for this less instruction. Okay, wait. For example, this. What is less instruction? Here we have three instructions. Move byte PTR blah 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 EX move EX EDX and EDX 1FH and CMPDL blah 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 blah. So you can see the EX doesn't have any use. So we can change it to move EDX and EDX 1FH CMPDL 14H. So we can compress the four instructions to only three instructions. So means this what this. We can change to 00. Change to lip, and I just change this. Into EX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. Okay. 1404. 1404. And you can see now we change this instruction to move to move by the PDR EDX and EDX 1FH, CMPDL 14H. And now we have 2 byte space to write some instructions. So this is the compress instruction. This is less instruction, and also we have less length instruction. What is less instruction? For example, we have move EX0. And you can see the move length is EX. The length is 5. And we have also XOR or EX, means EX equals EX XOR EX, so EX0. And you can refer to we call the XOR EX. You can see the length is 2, so you can change if you find some instruction use XOR EX, you can just change the instruction to XOR EX, and you can get 3 more bytes space to add some instructions to page. So we have 2 methods to do the 2 methods called add segments and compress instruction to finish the page to get more space for page. And the fourth theory is called logic. What is logic? Later. Okay, just 1 minute. Remember in the EVM part, we say we don't change. The index can be negative. The index can be negative cause the overflow of instruction IP. We say in this part, in M part, in the M part, the what the v3 the v3 the v3 is integer cost cost overflow or cost index check. So how to patch this program? How to patch this program? We have 2 methods. Okay. For example, we have v3 minus 100 and v3 minus 100. We have two methods. The first method, add logic 0 minus v3 more than 0 less than 100. The second method, just change what? Change the v3 to unsigned int. v3 minus 100. So now I will show you how to use the second method. Just change the v3 to unsigned int. It is the easiest way to patch this program. So how to change this one? We need to recognize the structure of jump instruction. In x86 assembly. we have the jump instruction have two structure. Okay, two structure. One is 2 byte, 1 byte offset, 1 byte type plus 1 byte offset. Another is 6 bytes, 2 byte type plus 4 byte offset. What does it mean? For example, if you write the code, if a minus b block 1, if the block 1 is else block 2, okay, else block 2. If the block 1 or block 2 is not so long, is so long, the offset is not so long, is so large, or 1 byte offset can we want to jump to this one, okay, JE. From the 1 from 0 we have 10, we have a command JE 1 JE 18. The offset is what? The offset is 18 minus 1 minus 10. The offset is not too long, so we can use 1 byte offset to 1 byte offset is enough. So we can use so we can the compiler will compare the instruction to the first part. But if we want to JE 200 like this one, then the 1 byte offset is not enough, so it will use 4 byte offset. So for example, the JE is 7E. So for by using the first method, it will become JE x minus like this one. And we have a website. You can search for search for the knowledge by using the network. Wait a minute. Okay. And you can see, okay, you can see we have JB not less than or jump. For example, we have JE, okay, or J less, JE, JB. And you can see JB has two types, 0 F at 2, or JB also we have 7 2. This is for 1 byte offset part, 1 byte offset type. This is for the 4 byte offset jump. And back to the program, let's talk about the page. You can see the page is CMP JG 0F at F 0 at F. Now we want to change this integer to unsigned, and we want to look at 0F at F 0F at F. And we can see the 0F at F is called greater than jump, means greater than it will jump. And also we can find another called JG greater than higher than jump. Higher than jump. What is the difference between higher than jump and greater than jump? It doesn't matter, okay. Doesn't matter, okay. Nearly no difference. Greater than jump and higher than jump, no difference. But let's test this 0F at 7. 0F at 7, okay. Page program at 7. And you can find this one become what? Become the unsigned. So what's the difference between 0F at 7 and 0F at f greater for the what? For the signed identity. The higher for the what? For the unsigned identity. So we can also change back at f. So if we want to patch this program, just change what? Change the 0f at f to what? 0f at 7. After change this instruction, you will find the check becomes unsigned identity. So it means the V3 cannot be less than 0. Okay. So this is the page. Just what? Okay, this is the whole class. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you don't have any question, the class is over. You can take a relax. So the page is very easy. Okay, just change the f. This is J what? JG. Okay, JG. Just change y by 1 byte is okay. And after class, I will give you all the notes and also the scripts I taught in the class. Compete with each other. No, if you are in a same team, you not compete with each other. It's a team part. Oh, you say web and palm or what? Or one team 4 players. Oh, no. Oh, no. This question you need to ask the what? What ask the what is the ask other people for the because they say about the competition. I just talk about the class, the knowledge part. I don't respond for the competition part. Okay. Any other question? Okay, no question. Okay, the class is over.